Welcome back to another non-council council meeting. I am your host, William, and today I am joined by SYPHRUS, Y3LUKE, and today we're joined by a very special guest making his first appearance on the podcast, TOASTY Ghost.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
I've been wanting to join for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Man,
welcome.
It's good to have you. We're excited to talk to you.
So now the title of this podcast is kind of, or I guess the group we're calling ourselves.
Well,
expanding greatly of not non-council, because now there's two council people versus non-two council people.
Half and half.
Yeah, half council, half not. That's just how it happens. If it was up to me, all of us would be in it, but not my job, I guess.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, I want everybody in it, man.
Same. Everyone should be in it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised SYPHRUS is not in it. Out of everyone, I feel like he's out of everyone that's not in it, SYPHRUS definitely should be one of the ones that should for sure be in the council.
Yeah.
He should. I think they realize it too, but who knows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll get changed one day. We'll see.
And then I will be the only one left out.
Oh no.
Then we'll have a council version, except for one dude.
Council plus Luke.
Yeah.
Honorary member.
Council and that guy.
And that guy.
All right, so today, usually we do these episodes after Full Circle drops a boardroom video, and we kind of break down the boardroom. But they kind of moved away from that, and they moved to this newsletter format that they're calling the grind. And basically every month it seems like they're going to be releasing this thing called the grind, and they type out a bunch of information, answer a bunch of questions and everything. So we've gotten 2 of those articles. So what we're going to do today is read through both of them and kind of just talk about them, react to them, give our opinions on, everything within them. And yeah, that'll be it.
I just like to say that it's been a full year since they did a boardroom.
That is crazy. Yeah. And that's why we haven't done one of these in so long.
Yeah, we used to do it on every boardroom, and now it's just we haven't had a boardroom in so long.
Yeah.
You think they're going to do another one?
I honestly don't think so, because I think this is a much more efficient way to get at what they want to say.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And probably,
at least,
I don't know.
it was probably
They probably won't do another
expensive.
boardroom until right before early access or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. After the next grind volume or something,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they might have one last boardroom before early access.
Hopefully, I like the boardrooms. They're fun.
Yeah, they were fun. I hope they come back.
They can show off gameplay and everything.
Yeah.
Try to spot the
At
Jeff
least in
Easter
that.
egg every once in a while,
Yeah.
And also SYPHRUS is going to be playing Skate 1 the whole
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
I guess. All right. So yeah, let's jump into it. We're just going to start in the first article. I'm just going to go straight into the first question. It says, what's happening with the Skate Insider playtest? So this was about a month ago, right? Yeah. So this is what was happening a month ago. It says, in September 2024, we begun our always-on playtest. This new phase tests the game in a permanent live environment with servers running around the clock. We began with PC and mobile testing and rolled out a small wave of console test invites. In March, we invited our biggest wave of testers to date, launched the 0.26.0 playtest update, and turned on virtual currency testing for PS and PC testers. We've updated the city, added more challenges, updated visuals, fixed bugs from 0.25, and much more. As Skate Insiders share their feedback and issues, the Full Circle team is working to address these reports and continually improve the gameplay and the feel of skating in San Amsterdam. We're building this game in collaboration with the community, and that's why these playtests and the sharing of bugs, issues, and feedback is so important. To date, we've invited more than 200,000 players into the playtest, and that massive amount of feedback has helped steer the direction of Skate and improve the gameplay and performance. So thank you, testers, for all that you've done so far and continue to do. And if you're reading this and still waiting for an invite, don't worry, we're planning on sending out another large wave of invites in June. So that is the first thing they touch on. I think the biggest thing here that kind of everyone was freaking out about was the virtual currency testing.
The microtransactions.
Yeah.
And people are, I think they are they're rightfully wary about microtransactions being in a unreleased game. But at the same time, I'm trying to look at it in a business sense. You don't want to release a game and then have people pay for your product that you're trying to give them, and it's just not in your inventory.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah, and it has to be tested out one way or another. And you're going to have all these people in there anyway, so it does need to be tested out. And at least I think it says you get your San Van bucks back.
Yeah, it gives you your money back on early access.
So I mean,
And
if you're
sword
somebody that's going to pay
credit.
for it anyways,
Yeah, because like it's kind of annoying because I see a lot of people online talking about it and they're like making up false stories saying like shoes cost like $20 to $30 and you don't get your money back when the game comes out. And I'm just like, why is it's just annoying to me seeing people like make up a lot of lies about the game. It's
yeah,
just
I'm personally, as long as it's done right, I really don't really care. And that, I don't like microtransactions like at all.
same.
I don't,
I
Yeah.
agree.
I don't ever pay for that stuff. But I mean,
I
I
did
really don't
say,
care.
I personally have said I will chill out if they ever introduce Faith from Mirror's Edge as a character you can play as. That's the only thing I'll chill out for.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be like some really crazy stuff on there for me to probably spend my own money. But yeah, I mean, they have to test it. I think a lot of people think that them putting it in there is just a way to make money and not actually test it. I feel like they don't believe that that's the reason it's in there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's the reason or not, but I mean, stuff like that has to be tested. So I'm assuming, that's what's going on at least.
I mean, it's a free to play game. They're gonna have to make money somehow. And
Yeah.
if it's just for like cosmetics and stuff, who cares? I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, at
And
least
go
you
ahead.
go ahead, Christine. Oh, well, I'm glad that they did confirm though that it's like not pay to win at all. It's like just purely cosmetics only. And they said if there's like a new map or something, so let's say like a new mega part comes out or something, and it's on like, it's not in San Amsterdam, it's like on some other island or something, everyone gets it for free, and they already confirmed that. There will be no DLC that's behind a paywall. So that is one thing that is really good, I will say. It's just strictly cosmetics only.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that also gives us power as consumers to use that against them, because if eventually they do go back on their word, we have physical evidence of them saying like, yeah, it's not behind a paywall.
Yeah. That would be a big problem if they did that.
Yeah, because they
Right.
did already confirmed it, and I think like whenever they announced that it was free to play, I'm pretty sure that's when they said it was like no pay to win and no DLC will be behind a paywall or anything
Mhm.
like that.
I mean, I'm just only bringing this up because there's a lot of people that are already boycotting the game and they haven't even played it yet. But
Yeah,
this is just giving them power to boycott if something does happen like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do anyways? It's free to play. They're just not going to play a
exactly.
free to play game. They're not even just going to try it out. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
that is one thing that I am kind of happy about with it being free to play is a lot of my real life friends, right? None of them said that they're gonna play Skate 4 because they don't want to pay for it. Then whenever they found out that it's free to play, they said that they'll actually give it a try and try it out and see if they enjoy it. So I feel like that's one good thing for the player base and new players coming to the game. But I don't know. I still I think free to play is good and all, but I wouldn't have mind, them making like have it be more like a like like the old skate games are more like grungy and like has like that skate aesthetic to it, like the skateboarding
Mhm.
aesthetic.
Mm.
This new skate game, I don't mind it being free to play. It's just like the way it looks visually doesn't really feel like a skate game, but they did say that they are sticking to the controls of like the old skate game, so hopefully it does feel like it, but it's just it visually does not really look like a skate game like that, and that might bring a lot of the OG players off from playing it just because of the way it looks, and I don't really know.
It's
You
always
know what
being
I mean?
compared to like Riders Republic or Fortnite, which I see
Exactly.
why.
Yeah. and it being free to play with cosmetics only really makes it look like feel a lot more like Fortnite.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah,
trying to appeal to more people that have not played the game before,
Yeah.
any of the franchises. But doing so, a lot of people who are like, core skate fans from 2007 feel left out.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know how you balance that without it feel like, you're disregarding a completely group of fans.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look at SYPHRUS's skate gameplay, and then compare it to what they've been showing off. But they have been
Right.
teasing. They have been teasing, their graphics here and there. And I mean, it looks like eventually it's going to look really good. I just don't know how good. It
Yeah.
does seem to have like a little Fortnite feeling to it, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I,
could just be because it's early access or not fully complete yet, and all the textures aren't in the game yet. But you never know.
I think
Yeah, I
like
think they're focused on like the gameplay right now. That's what it
Yeah,
seems like.
I'm pretty sure I could be mistaken, but didn't they confirm like a couple years ago that they're really focusing on the mechanics of the game first before they actually improve the graphics and add on all the content and like activities and stuff like that? I'm pretty sure that's what they confirmed.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they might have said that, probably
I think they
something along the
did.
lines.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure
really
they did.
what it
And,
comes down to.
I think isn't that usually how like game development is in general? Just like you want to get the game down first
Well,
and then graphics later. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
So
graphics
some
later.
games,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some games it seems like they focus on the graphics first.
That's true.
I've
Yeah.
seen in recent news, in Rainbow Six, news, they added shit to where it kind of it feels like COD in a way, to where they have these like mystical animations where your gun comes apart and it does all these flashy effects, and like people are off put by that. Like they don't want to play Siege because it doesn't feel like Siege if you can have an animation that will just make your gun turn into a sword for a second or whatever. Even though it has no gameplay advantage, it's just the look of it turns
Yeah.
people off.
That's super weird for Siege. I didn't even know that. It's like it's
Yeah.
a very like realistic shooter, but somewhat. All right, well, I guess we keep going through this. So they throw out some like fun facts. I'll just read through them real quick, I guess. So in the playtest, they've had more than 16 million kickflips, more than 4.8 million 50-50 grinds landed. The longest grind has been more than 200 meters. That's about 15 school buses. More than 40 million total wipeouts, and then more than 6.5 million challenges completed. Yeah, I don't know. Just cool little
That's a lot.
thing. Yeah.
That's a lot of school buses.
Yeah.
Also, are we
Yeah.
counting? Are we counting city transit school buses, school buses? The short bus.
Yeah, I need to know the exact bus we're talking about here.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool because I know that they said that they've invited more than 200,000 players to the playtest. I'm just curious on what the actual number is on how many people actually, applied for the playtest.
Yeah,
I
they said
wonder,
they
like, what that
invited
number
that
is.
many, but like how many people actually
Oh
I
man,
joined?
wonder, like, the actual count. It'd probably be insane.
probably so many.
Yeah, it's probably a lot. Yeah, it's I imagine it's a lot.
I mean, yeah, we've gone all
I've
these
asked
years,
the same question.
like all these years since it's been announced that people have been able to sign up. I'm sure there's been like, it's definitely got to be
Oh,
like
man.
millions,
And you-
probably. I don't know.
You
Right.
see in the general chat in the skate server of them like, I signed up like 100 times and I'm still not in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 200,000 people, and then there's still like 200,000 people in the chat saying that they've never been
Right.
invited.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy. Everyone will play
Is
it
that
one
okay?
day.
Are they counting invites they sent to people, or are they counting invites total? Because you can invite a friend.
I have no idea. It's a good question.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
It might just be the invites they sent out. Who knows?
Mm.
So it could be more.
16 million kickflips though. See, I do more heel flips than I do kickflips. So I wonder, like, if they done heel flips and kickflips, I wonder what it would be.
Playing reg right though.
Yeah. So it's easier for me to do.
Yeah. The flick to the upright is much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So I
more
wonder if they
kickflips.
count them both, what it'd be like.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why is it only kick flips? Why can't they tell us heel flips? What?
Didn't they say
Right.
they counted varial and nollie kick flips in that too?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
they
true.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So 16 million variations of kickflips.
yeah. I bet most of them's kick flips though.
Yeah.
How many were
Probably.
landed
Yeah.
though?
I think the
That's the other
varial
question.
kickflip's least likely one. It's one of the more difficult tricks to do, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my tray flips when it comes to that, man.
Right?
Varial kick flips always get me.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how you win a game of skate.
Yeah. Night Speed used that on me a couple times when we played some games of skate. He would pull out that varial kickflip and it would get me like every time.
Yeah.
He does like a varial kickflip, then a varial kickflip 180, a varial kickflip 360, and then you're just like, damn it.
Man, yeah,
Can't keep up.
it kills me with it.
All right. Here we go. Let's keep going. So this is your questions are answers. Is Skate still launching in 2025? Yes, we're still planning on launching in early access later this year. We have an ambitious vision for Skate, an ever-growing, ever-evolving skateboarding sandbox that expands over time with the feedback of the players living in San Amsterdam. Our early access launch will only be day one of that experience, a starting point from which new features, improvements, and content will be added over time. We don't consider the early access launch the finished version of Skate, and neither should you. But the skateboarding experience will be great, and you'll have tons to do with your friends in San Amsterdam. We can't wait to share more details about what we have planned, both for day one of early access and in the months that follow. We'll be updating you regularly over the next few months, so keep an eye out right there, right here, and on our official social channels. So yeah, still coming out 2025.
Hell yeah.
So I made a video, a short, really. I given my predictions of when early access is, and they always do waves of playtesting every 3 months, and they announced another one June. So by doing that math, I was like saying maybe it's in September, or they do another one, and then it's going to be in December, right? And a lot of people see early access and then 2025, and they think it's early 2025,
Yeah.
and they go, it's not. It's not here yet. Where is it? Like, no, early access, not early 2025. You got that mixed up.
Yeah.
At least before December 31st.
Right.
Let's
Dude,
go
they
down.
pulled that shit on
That's
console players. They're like, hey, console playtesting is coming this fall, 2024. And it was the week before it turned winter 2024. So, like, it could be, honestly. Like, yeah, it's coming 2025, December
Yeah.
30th.
It's gonna release December 31st at 11:59 p.m.
Right.
Well, I'm assuming it's not going to be in June or whatever, since they're going to make another
Yeah.
grind before then, probably.
Yeah,
Mhm.
in my opinion, I think this next June invite that they're gonna do, I feel like that might be the last playtest that they're gonna have, like closed playtest. And then because they usually invite people every 3 months, it feels like. So I think after the June, 3 months after June, I think that's when the game will release in early access. But
That's
that's
what I
just my
said,
prediction.
September.
That's what you said, yeah.
I was saying September, although it could be, I don't know,
September to
October maybe,
October.
you know?
Yeah. That's my prediction, or what I think at least.
Skate 1 came out September.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm,
When Skate 2 come out?
January.
Ooh.
Dang.
What about Skate 3?
Come on, man, it just happened.
I'm glad you remember everything because I don't.
Yeah, I don't
Uh-huh.
remember.
Yeah, I remember Skate 3s, but Skate 1 and 2, I'm kind of like foggy in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
they just had the 15-year anniversary, right? Wasn't everybody
Yeah,
posting something about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, May,
Of
May
course.
11th.
So I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do it on the anniversary of Skate 1.
Yeah.
I
That makes
wonder, like, I wonder how far out they'll like announce the, like, when the early access is going to come out.
I hope if EA is listening, please do it 3 months in advance. So I request some time off of work, please. Thank you.
This is where I said Summer Game Fest in my video, where I was like, hey, if they do another appearance at Summer Game Fest, they might announce the actual date.
Yeah. I think if they showed up at Summer Game Fest this year, I feel like that's probably what they would be there for. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be there or not. So
Wouldn't that be
Not
funny if they
confirmed.
just drop it? Just
That-
drop the
Just
early
drop
access.
dude, Luke would be so mad.
Didn't they do that with like Apex Legends? They just released it out
Yeah.
of nowhere. They just didn't say anything. They're just like, well, the game
Here
is
it is.
now out,
Yeah.
guys. Early access is live. Go have fun. And I'm like at work, like throw in the truck or something, and I'm like, oh my god, why couldn't you just like let me know before?
I'm sure there's going to be some kind of announcement.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, this one was a big controversial one.
Yeah.
Will Skate have an offline mode? The simple answer, no. The game and city are designed to be a living, breathing, massively multiplayer skateboarding sandbox that is always online and always evolving. You'll see bigger things evolve, like changes to the city over time, as well as smaller things like live events and other in-game activities. In order to deliver on our vision of a skateboarding world, the game will always require a live connection. That is probably not much of a surprise if you've been in our playtest. People were real mad about this.
So
I was mad about this.
Understandably. Yeah,
My-
understandably.
My solution, if they're listening, right? Because if the world's living and breathing, right, means you're gonna have the internet connection, and it's all gonna be like server side, right? So my solution would be Zen mode from Rise Republic.
Yes.
You can join into the map, but that's it. You can only just skate around the map. There's not gonna be challenges, no store, no nothing. It's just you and the world.
Yeah.
So if you can provide that, that would at least ease some of the pain.
100%. I think
Still
Zen mode
sucks,
is.
though.
I think Zen mode would be, I mean, the next best thing at least. I don't know. I never thought this game was going to be playable offline. I don't know what online only game is, honestly. I mean, you can't play like any of these live service games offline.
Yeah, the second that they announced it free to play, that's just when I knew that it was not gonna have an offline mode.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
expected it, but I was still disappointed because I mean, I really wanted an
Yeah.
offline mode.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, man, my internet messes up, for a
Exactly.
few hours every few weeks or whatever. And I'm just not gonna be able to play.
Yeah,
And you make
during that
those
time.
videos where you sit there for like several hours trying to do one thing,
Yeah,
and your
Yep,
internet
yep.
goes out, and you're like, "Well, can't do the video today."
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
guess I'll work on
sucks.
it tomorrow. But then I
Yeah.
gotta rebuild everything that I was working on before too, and get up to wherever I was.
Yeah.
Right?
It sucks, dude.
Yeah, and one thing that really sucks about it is like you guys know that I, go for high scores and stuff at maps, right? And like the 100K Mega Park was hit in 2023, and that's like 13 years after Skate 3 came out. And they said with Skate 4, they're going to be supporting the game for at least 10 years, right? I believe that's what they said.
Mm.
Yeah.
So after that 10-year mark, let's say there's like a Mega Park 2.0 or something in the game, and there's like still scores that I'm wanting to go for, or you know, or like Toasty, there's still some like videos or insane gaps or some lines that he's wanting to go for a YouTube video. And then they shut down the game, and those scores or those like lines that you've been trying to get for all them years, you're never gonna be able to get it again, and you won't be able to play the game ever again because the servers are offline. So the game is
Mhm.
just gone, and all that money you spent in the game, everything that you've done in the game or you're trying to go for, you just can never achieve it. That's one thing
Not.
that really sucks.
I brought that up before too. Like I'm worried about eventually the servers will go offline,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
they keep it online only, then basically you got a dead game. Like you're never gonna be able to play it
Exactly.
again. So I'd
We
hope
need
that
an
they at least make an offline version.
offline package that you can just get.
Yep.
Yeah, but who knows if they'll actually feel like doing that when the time comes, and that's what
Right.
worries me the most.
And then this
Yeah.
is where the community steps in, and they go, "All right, since you're not going to do it, we'll do it ourselves." And then we break a bunch of user
I-
end agreements
Yeah.
by going to their game and preserving it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be hacked and modded and everything, anyways,
True.
because that's just the online culture.
Mhm.
Yeah, most PC games are modded like that. And like I was saying though about some like records, like let's say for death races, for example, a lot of people love speedrunning. So they'd want to speedrun some of the death races and try to, be on the leaderboards with the fastest time beaten. After the game is shut down, every record in the game is never going to be beatable. It's all just going to be over, it just really
Mhm.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing that really sucks for me about the game.
I think that's definitely my biggest concern with it is just if the servers go offline one day, the game's just non-existent unless you're on a
Yeah.
PC and someone mods it or something.
Yeah.
Like Skate
Mhm.
1 and Skate 2, you can't get online anymore on there at all.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think
Yeah.
so. And
Yeah, you
Skate 3,
can't.
for a little while, wasn't their servers messed up before they decided to bring it back?
The PS3
Uh,
servers were messed up.
It was
yeah,
like the
someone.
community parks and stuff you couldn't find for a
Oh yeah, the
while.
online skate teams and community parks were shut down for a while, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then didn't like Braddock or someone said at EA, they said someone like kicked a wire or tripped on a wire or
I
something in
said
the
they tripped on a
computer.
wire, but it wasn't specified who actually
Someone
or what turned it on.
Yeah, someone said someone like tripped on a wire or a computer turned on or something and turned on the skate teams back and all
That
the skate teams stuff were back online.
that was
It's
'Cause that
funny.
the when they finally announced Skate, that was in the Jenkum interview with cousin Darren, and they were like,
Yeah.
"What happened? Why did the servers come back on randomly?" And it was like, "I think someone just tripped on a wire, or pressed a button, or
Yeah,
something."
that's what it was.
But when they brought all that stuff back, you could actually get on Skate 2 and play online then too, for like
Well,
a little
Skate
bit of
2
time.
wasn't down by then when they did that interview. That was 2020. Skate 2 didn't go down until like 2021.
Yeah,
Are you
this is
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
one thing that really infuriates me that they did, and it makes no sense why they would do this. So Skate 2 is only available on the Xbox 360 and PS3. It doesn't have backwards compatibility, and the servers are still up. So then they end up announcing Skate 2 is gonna become backwards compatibility, everybody. And then like 1 week later, they respond under it before it comes out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're shutting down the servers because the game isn't reaching, the amount of players that our online games should meet." So they shut down the servers before it came, backwards compatibility. And that's one thing that really sucked. Like, why shut down the servers before, it's
No,
available on all the
it was
Xbox
no,
consoles?
it was available for backwards compatibility for a week. Then they shut it down.
Oh,
For a week.
yeah. And now
that's
you can
even
only
that's
play it with the
even
disc. I think you have
fuck.
to have the disc to play it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was on the marketplace if I
Yeah,
remember for that week, but then it got removed because of licensing issues.
it's delisted now. So unless you bought it before on your account or if you have the disc, you cannot play it. It's impossible.
that's the
I
only
remember
reason I
begging
have an
for it.
Xbox One is because there's
Yeah.
Skate 2 on it.
Yeah.
I was begging for it for like a year or something. I kept on posting about it, and they finally brought it, and then they take it right back away. But at least the disc works.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but if you got a Xbox Series S, you ain't gonna be able to play it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're toast.
Mhm.
Oh, toast. Okay, so the next one says, "How did you come up with the name Sam Amsterdam?" And it says, "We totally conducted extensive scientific data-driven research and didn't just spitball names until we found something everyone didn't hate. We promise." So it's really, just a fun one.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm thinking about it, right? Thinking about like iconic just skating spots, right? From San Vanalona, right? Because it takes from San Francisco, Barcelona, and Vancouver,
Mhm.
right? And like I could think of spots from Barcelona all day, but they added advanced, Amsterdam, and I can't think of one spot. Maybe I've seen them, but I just
Yeah.
can't think of one.
I'm sure there is some. There has to be a reason they chose Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I wonder what the I wonder what the other names that they thought of was before
That
they
would
settled
be
on San Amsterdam.
that would be pretty fun to hear.
Yeah.
Helsinki,
Maybe you should ask them. Maybe that should be the next question they
Yeah.
answer instead of
right. Yeah, what were the beta names?
Something cool.
Yeah, that would be a good question, actually. I would like to know that. The next one is just a quick, we know this is crossplay, it says cross progression in the playtest. Absolutely. And then it just explains cross progression and, crossplay. We know the game's going to be, so of course the playtest is. Next one, hey, I signed up but never got in to the playtest. What gives? It's nothing personal. We promise to make our testing most effective and to ensure stability. We are providing access to testers and waves, but rest assured, before we launch into early access, everyone who has registered as Skate Insiders will get an invite to come to play test the game. I feel like a lot of people didn't talk about that. That they said that.
Inviting everyone, and everyone sees that and they go, I'm still not in.
Yeah, I feel like that didn't get mentioned enough.
Yeah, I got overshadowed by the offline thing.
Man, I signed up like 4 years ago and I'm still not approved yet.
Crazy.
I feel like some of them people signed up and like they typed in their email wrong, and then they're just like, I never got an email.
Or they
I've
never
had
checked
people,
it.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
had
That
people
too.
comment saying that like they just didn't see the email till 3 months later, and they're like, "No."
I mean, you got to be on top of it.
Yeah, I
It's happened to
remember.
me with stuff too, man.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Yeah, I remember whenever I first signed up for it, I would wake up, my phone would just get a notification, I'd instantly look and be like, "Damn it, it's not an email," or I would get an email, but it's not from EA, and I'm like, "No!" I'm like, "Come on."
Yeah, and then all the
And some
time.
people are unsure if it's the real email or not, so they don't know what to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could
a
be
hoax
fake,
email from
yeah.
EA.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
actually
that's
a
what
rat for your computer.
Well, I think they say it shows up as something different. I can't remember what exactly they said,
Oh
but they
yeah.
didn't know if it was a real EA thing.
Yeah.
hmm
All right, so why are microtransactions active in the playtest? Sam Amsterdam will be a living skating world, and we want to support ongoing development effectively while also offering a system that feels fair and fun for all of our players. To get there, we're running extensive testing across PC and PlayStation. Xbox testing will be rolling out later to catch any issues or pain points and to ensure that the content represents a fair value for our players. We know that using real money during a playtest is a little unusual, but we think it's the best way to properly assess and adjust the system before launch. If you see prices or other things changing over time, please understand that this is normal, and of course, you will receive the amount you spent during playtest in San Van Bucks when we reset for early access launch.
So yeah, you're getting your money back if you actually
Mm.
spend it in the playtest.
Yeah.
One thing
I'll
that
tell
would be Oh, you go ahead, Toasty.
I was just gonna say I ain't gonna pay no $30 for no shoes.
Yeah, I hope it's not that expensive. That would be absurd, but you never know.
Yeah, who
But
knows?
one thing I was gonna say though, I wish that they would have done this. I feel like it'd be, pretty nice to do. Some games have done it, where if you spend money in like the beta or the playtest, for example, let's say you spend like, $50, and whenever the game comes out, you get your money back and you get like a 20% bonus or something. So you get
Oh,
like $60 back instead of the 50 that you spent. So you're kind of getting rewarded for some of the people spending money, on the playtest. So whenever the game comes out, they get like 20% more than what they actually spent on the game. So they get a little
that's a
bit
good
more
idea.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Valorant did that, where if you
Well,
spend $10 on the game, you get like $20 back when it actually fully released because it was in beta when it first, came out. So
That's pretty cool,
But
actually.
that's completely
I hope they
different.
see this.
That's under a different ownership
Right.
though. That's
Yeah,
under
exactly.
Riot.
That is
So I
right. And
mean,
this
we
is
can
EA.
only if we want to like judge how well Skate could be, we can look at Apex Legends or Battlefield because aren't those like free to play games?
Battlefield's
Apex is.
not. Yeah,
Battlefield's
Apex
not.
is. No,
Hmm.
Battlefield's
Okay,
not. I just don't really know much about those games, but I know a lot about
but
Valorant, so
okay.
that's why.
So the thing is, so Apex is on Source Engine. Okay, I'm not sure if engines have to matter or anything, but Apex is Source Engine, but it's free to play. But um, Battlefield is on whatever engine, Frostbite. And
Frostbite.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's on
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure
one.
Skate's on Frostbite.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Does that have anything to do with microtransactions?
I don't know. It's just it's more like how because I mentioned how we would have to look at Apex because it's a free to play model, but then someone mentioned Battlefield just because it's the same engine and like similar studios, right? Because uh isn't it's run by Dice and Criterion, right? Like they're like
Um
buddy buddy.
well, Apex is Respawn, and then
I'm thinking of like Battlefield.
Battlefield is DICE, Criterion, Ripple Effect. There's a couple studios on there.
And I'm not sure if they're gonna like take their model, because from what I heard, that EA has been like not that hands-on for Respawn, but they're pretty hands-on on those studios.
Yeah, dude,
And I don't think they're gonna just let Full Circle do their thing.
Yeah, it's because of Vince Zampella. Because Vince Zampella knows what he's doing. Every time he heads a project for them, like, the game's great. So I think they just kind of let him do their thing with Apex and like this Titanfall, all that stuff. That's where it stemmed from. But I don't know, the free to play model for Apex is like, I feel like it's pretty basic to me. It's just battle pass in a shop. I feel like they don't really do anything crazy.
I still feel like EA is probably, they're the main boss. So no matter what the devs want to do, like, EA's got, the final say in it.
100%.
So I mean, like, maybe Full Circle wants to do something, EA's not going to let them,
Yeah. I mean, I guarantee.
So you can't blame Full Circle for too much.
I guarantee free to play was EA's idea to begin with, but
Yeah, maybe, who knows?
So the one criticism I heard, which I'm like, okay, that's a valid criticism, is how much are they going to dedicate to the gameplay, the aspect of Skate itself, rather than tending to the shop that they're going to have. It's on constant rotation. You're going to want people to buy stuff from the shop, otherwise the game's going to go down. No support for money. So like, are they just going to like, here's the game and then only focus on the shop, or are they going to have like a nice even balance of, check out these cool gameplay features we added, look at these new maps, and then be like, oh, we got a cool outfit you can get.
Well, I think they're really focused on the gameplay right now. I mean, like, it is through a new engine, and they said they want it to feel like Skate, like you're playing Skate. Like, it's going to be Skate at the core for the gameplay and stuff. So I imagine, like, they're really focused on making it feel like Skate. And they showed off some new tricks and stuff.
I mean,
they've already done that.
That's what they're focused on now, but it's more like years down the line when it's fully released. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who knows? They might never create a new trick again and just focus on the shop. But it'd be nice if they do focus on both.
Yeah. Okay. And then they go into the thing. What happens with any money I spend during the playtest? So they talk about how it gets refunded. And then the next one is everything cool going to be locked behind a paywall? It says we are still adjusting the in-game reward system, including the items available with San Van Bucks in the earnable RIP Chips currency, which will allow you to grab items from product boxes by completing challenges and ranking up the districts of San Vansterdam. As mentioned in the boardroom episode 3, Skate will not have paid loot boxes. The bottom line, there will be cool things for you to earn and customize your character without having to spend real cash. So there's earnable cosmetics without having to pay for it. How good they will be, I don't know, but hopefully they're good.
We will see.
Good enough, good enough to create your skater.
Yeah.
Right.
But, maybe not good enough to make you want to pay for something.
Not $30 shoes much.
Yeah.
All right. Will there be locations on the map that will cost money? The city of San Vansterdam will grow and evolve with new areas opening up over its lifetime. As we said in one of our first boardroom videos, we will not lock new gameplay areas behind a paywall. If a new area is added to the game world, you can access it for free. So we kind of really knew that. I think it's cool that they're going to add onto the map. I think that stuff will be interesting to see how it plays out.
It also could be a complaint from people is how often they update the world, though. A whole new location.
True.
It could be like 8 months with no new location. Like, hey man, where is it?
Yeah.
Where's a new location we can skate in?
Yeah, this is something that. Actually, you go ahead, Toasty.
I just don't want them to change the location, right? Like, if I already got something in mind and then I log in the next day and it's completely changed, I don't want them to change my obstacle that I've been working on.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather just expand the map, not like change everything inside of it.
No, that's my concern too.
Yeah, or like eventually if once like Sandvaster game gets like really massive, they could have like other locations that you could teleport to, or like other like I guess islands. I would say like one island's just a really massive like mega park or something, and like another one's like something a bit different. Instead of them just like keep on constantly changing the stuff that we love in San Amsterdam, they just have like other really cool maps. I guess that would be
They
pretty sick.
they could have
I
Danny
c-
Way's Island.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
exactly.
I could see them see, like, let's say they got a heat map and they're tracking where people are at all times, and they see
Mhm.
one that's just, not really visited a lot. I could see them changing that type of spot.
The
Yeah.
one that's not visited is the one that Toasty has been grinding on for the past like
Right.
3 weeks, and then they just remove it, and
He's
he's
the
like,
only
"Damn
guy
it!"
in that one corner of the map.
Yeah,
Yep, time to get rid of it. Nobody plays this except for one dude.
yeah.
That's why we need park.
But I mean,
Builder.
Danny Way's already got the Hawaiian Dream, so I mean, they could do something with that, you know.
Hmm.
Hmm. We got new pro skaters, I'm assuming, right? We
I
got
hope
new
so.
faces. It's been 15 years.
And you would think they're reaching out to at least some people,
They gotta
Right.
be.
you know. Somebody wants to be a part of it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would. I hope they're reaching out to people.
Unless Tony Hawk's already scooped them up.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. That's one thing right now that I've kind of noticed, at least like in like the game and stuff that they've been showing. You don't really see any pro skaters or anything like that,
We
No.
haven't
like
seen
I
at
feel like
any.
that's
all.
I feel like that's like full release
Yeah.
content, not
Yeah.
like early access.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be nice to see something though.
Right.
I feel like if we did get pros, it wouldn't be this year in early access. We'd probably have to wait. I would assume,
Mhm.
True.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Next one, will I have to pay it to level up the stats of my character? Did someone really ask this question? I don't believe someone asked this question.
Stats.
It's one of those questions I feel like they should have just ignored and focused on something else.
Yeah, that's the thing that they've been doing. They've been answering a lot of the questions that they've already basically answered in the past. Like, will you be
Yeah.
able to level up your stats? They confirmed it to be no pay to win or anything like that. Like in the very first boardroom or the second boardroom, like years ago.
Yeah.
So that is one thing
Definitely.
that I hate that they do. They just always re-answer the same like questions just in different formats, and I'm just like, oh my god, give me something new.
Do I need to upgrade my ollie stat?
Like,
Am I
always
going to have to pay for a higher tray flip?
Some people just need to be told like straight up, like they just cannot comprehend what no like paywall means.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the sum of this thing says no. You just skate and get better through skating, because that's how skate
Mhm.
always has been.
Yeah,
All right.
skate at the core.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is the first one. So we'll go into the next one. And this one, when was this? This was a few days ago, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
last week on the 22nd, I believe, on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
about like 5 days ago.
it says, I'm just going to jump to the first question. They talk about the playtest again. What's happening with the Skate Insider playtest? It says at the end of April, we relaunched the Skate mobile playtest for iOS and Android devices as a technical test to determine the stability on a range of devices. On console and PC, the team is working towards update 0.27.0 that will bring bug fixes, new features, more content, and other key improvements. We're also working on our in-game reporting processes to protect against griefing or inappropriate content. We'll talk in more detail about update 0.27.0 in the Grind Volume 3 next month. So stay tuned and get your questions in. Reminder, our next big push of playtesting invites will happen in late June, so keep an eye on your email inbox. Check your emails. Just check your emails.
Nice.
Pay attention.
So
That is
they
nice that
said
they confirm that
I was
volume
gonna
3 is next month. That's
I was gonna say they
nice.
said inappropriate content, and I'm like, can users make their own content already? Like, I don't
Yeah, I don't
think
know what
so.
that means.
What's something inappropriate that they can do besides, I don't know, spelling out something?
I don't know.
Inappropriate content, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either, unless they're just like trolling against each other. Like maybe somebody's trying to skate somewhere and like somebody just.
Well, I mean, griefing, yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
thing. But I was thinking inappropriate, like
Like
Yeah, I don't know.
when I
have
hear
no
that, I
idea.
think like, graphics creator stuff making an offensive.
yeah,
or
like Black
offensive
Ops 2
things.
emblems type stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they
I mean, I
could
hope they have
plan.
voice chat.
Yeah.
no,
True, that would
if
be
you're gonna do, I'm assuming they're trying to go for like an E10 rating because this is not looking teen. It's looking very E friendly. I don't think an
Dude.
E friendly game
true.
would have voice chat.
Skate with proximity chat though.
With proximity,
That'd be
that
I
would
would
be
sick.
love voice
great.
chat though. Or at least like have voice chat if you're, let's say it's like spot battle or something returns, or a game of skate and you go to play against somebody or a few other people. It would be sick to have a voice chat where you can talk to others and
hmm
like, because Fortnite is for everyone to play and there's game chat in that, so where you can talk to your teammates. It would be
I
cool
thought
to
Fortnite
talk to
was
your
T.
opponents. Is it T?
Probably
It
because
might
they're
be
Thought so.
T.
shooting, right? Because you're shooting guns.
Yeah, I got
True.
guns. I
I just
wouldn't
figured it was
assume.
an E, but there needs
Who
to be
knows?
voice chat though. There needs to be.
They might just be so scared that of whatever people's going to say that they might not even do it.
hmm
It'd be nice if they did though. Like,
Yeah.
That's why
man,
they have a report system. So you can report people who are being really toxic or, saying some absurd stuff. You can
You're
just
right.
report them and they're gone.
I grew up playing Call of Duty on like Xbox
Same.
360 on Xbox Live, so like that stuff don't even bother me.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Right.
Heard
It's just
some
the way the
crazy
world
stuff.
is now. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I
I
just
mean,
feel
it's
like
also pretty easy to just ignore them, block communications with
or
people.
Yeah.
or there's a mute button, just mute them, or you can just turn off game chat altogether.
Yeah.
But then you got the griefing, right? Like they're placing objects in front of you, they're making they're following you around, and it's an online only game. You can't just go offline.
But that's
I
why you would
do.
need a private server so you
Yeah,
could just get
that's
away.
Right.
that's what I was gonna
Exactly.
say. It would be sick for them to add like one or two options. Like obviously a private server would be the better choice, but if there isn't a private one, it would be sick to be able to turn off other online players other than your friends.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Man, I just want a private server. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
we're
I
not getting
know.
offline mode, so I'm really gonna be mad if we don't get it.
Get a private server.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
trying to do one of your 7-hour challenges, and someone goes, "I'm gonna place a ramp right in front of you."
Yep,
Dude,
I
that
think
would
I'll
be
put a ramp here and try it too.
yeah, you're trying it for 7 hours, and right when you're about to get it and you're about to land, there just a ramp spawns right in front of you and you just bail. Oh, man.
Plus, it ruins the next video for whoever's around watching too, or spectators or whatever.
hmm
True.
Or they could steal my idea and put out the video a week earlier than I could get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Take
There's
my idea.
gotta at least be private servers.
They
Yeah,
leak
I
it.
agree.
They watch you hit it, save the
Yep.
replay, then upload it to the subreddit.
Oh,
Yep.
dude,
They
like
leak it.
skate
Yep.
paparazzi. Like
Yeah.
Toasty Ghost was spotted at this stair set doing this.
You gotta play on an alt account like every time.
And if there's free cam and stuff, they can make their own replay of whatever I did and just
Right.
post it.
Dang.
Man, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't like exactly happen like that, but with my 100K mega park that I hit, I posted it on YouTube, I posted it on my Twitter, and like the same day, someone who has like a decent, followage, they downloaded my video and they just tweeted it out on Twitter saying Skate 3 in 2023 be like, and then that one got like 3 times as many likes as mine did. And I'm just like, oh my God, it got like 3K likes. He didn't like shout me out or nothing. And I'm just like, damn it. Like, why?
I've seen it happen on Twitter. They stole somebody's videos or whatever, and then they'll post it on there and not give them any credit or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks.
They done it with that one eye bra is the last
Mhm.
one I can remember.
Mm.
They've been stealing Wisp stuff, but Wisp doesn't care. He's not a content creator. He's been making those shorts where he messes around with mods.
Mhm.
Yeah. Imagine just stealing like Skate 3 Tommy's TikToks or whatever every time he puts out
Yeah.
something, he just
Mhm.
upload it to Twitter.
I was gonna say I could see that happening to Tommy for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is one thing that does suck about hitting like because I hit mine online, so you could see my name Y3LUKE on the bottom right, so people would know it's like me hitting the clip. But let's say you upload it, but you don't have it like watermarked or anything, then no one's gonna know who hit it, and then it would just be like I don't know. It'd just be so easy for people to steal stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen my stuff get stolen, but the moment they do, I'm
Oh,
flagging
you're
it.
on it.
Yeah.
I'll see it and I'm going to be on it.
Thankfully, I don't think anyone wants to steal my stuff because it's these videos are too long.
You never know; it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
They could just clip out a section from this and post a 7-second video.
That'd be
They can hear us defending the free to play model, and then see, these are the people that are in charge of what the next skate game is going to be
Yeah,
like.
it's like
These people are not real fans, and two of them's council members, so they're going to be shilling the game.
yeah, and it's like you, Toasty, and like William. You guys are on the council. Let's say you make like a prediction, like oh, I predict that this trick is going to be in the new skate game, and then someone clips it and doesn't have the part where you're saying that it's your prediction. They're just like Toasty Ghost confirms
Yeah.
that Impossibles are in Skate 4.
Yeah, but
That
see,
would,
so there's a disclaimer. Like we're not told that we got to show the game. We can say whatever we want to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's just how it is. We don't have to show the game. We can complain all day if we want to.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're there
That
for.
is good.
To
I'll
complain.
encourage my audience
to-
members to go complain on the EA forums.
Yeah. And I've had my complaints too. So I mean, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good because, like you were saying, how you're not a fan at all of the offline mode. And I know like most everyone else isn't, but it's like it would suck if you're under a contract and you were forced to say that you love the offline mode. I would never
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be. I would never sign anything like that because I just want to speak my honest thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I'm glad-
too. I'm not
I,
going
uh,
to shill nothing.
Yeah, I am glad that they aren't trying to do that with you guys.
I wouldn't,
really
if
good.
it was like that, I wouldn't be in it. I wouldn't be a part of it.
Yeah.
I would have said no.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Because
it's a big thing in skateboarding. Like even just skateboard culture, you're not supposed to sell out.
Yeah,
And
Exactly.
that's just how it is.
exactly. The next one says, will early access be on Steam? Says yes, Skate will be launching literally on everything. Like anything you could think of is going to be on it. So
But then
Epic Games too.
yeah, Epic Game Store, EA
Ah.
app, Steam.
Okay, the thing
Alright.
is though, is that whenever I see games that so it's by EA, they have their own launcher. If you ever launched any Ubisoft game off of Steam, Ubisoft still opens up. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Really?
There's no
what's
point.
the point of it being on Steam?
I think
Because the EA app is still gonna open up if you
Let's say
download it from Steam.
Apex. Does Apex open the EA app or no?
I don't know.
I don't know
Honestly, I
either.
think I'd rather play on like Xbox Series X or something, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, but this
just
is
for
for
the
PC
stability.
players, right? Yeah.
Just for the stability, though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play on my PS5.
I probably will play on my PS5.
And here's the thing too, which they did mention that there's gonna be crossplay, but I hope that there's an option to turn it off. So let's say there is a lot of modders on PC, then if you're playing on your PS5, you can just turn off crossplay. Then you won't have to worry about playing against like a modder in a game of Skate or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
gonna
don't
be
see how
taking-
mods are going to get through anyways. I'm pretty sure
Well,
they got
there's-
something set up.
Apex
Yeah.
Legends at one point. I'm not sure if they still, but they did have a good deal with modders.
Yeah,
And so-
every PC game there's at least
Yeah,
modders.
so they
like-
could take a page from Apex and easily apply it to Skate.
Especially shooter games. Because, like, I got a Cronus Zen, and there's all kinds of stuff that you can load up to it
Oh,
to be able to do that. I probably couldn't do anything with it for Skate.
Mhm.
nah. Someone in your comment section goes, "He's got the Chrono Zen." Cheated.
Man, I don't use any scripts at all. I just use it for just to be able to use my Xbox controller on like the PS3 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
That's
like
all I
an
use it
adapter
for.
my Xbox, so I can use my PS4 controller to play Skate
Yeah.
3 because I'm just more comfortable on PlayStation controllers.
All right.
It's just whatever you're comfortable with. Like I use it for my Xbox 360 to use the Xbox One wireless controller for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. The next one. What are the plans for Creative Park / Player Parks? We hear you. Player Parks are one of the most asked about features, and it's something we will bring it to San Amsterdam as the game evolves through early access. In the meantime, we will have community parks throughout San Amsterdam that will evolve and change with each season to keep things fresh. And with the quick drops, you have the ability to add items like ramps, railings, benches, and more into the game world in real time, so you can make any spot in San Amsterdam truly your own. So early access doesn't have the creative park yet. I mean, it's the whole point of it being a early access, I guess. I mean, it's going to be missing features and stuff. So
Yeah, that is one thing that does kind of suck for
then,
like
yeah,
I think I've seen Dai's tweet about it on
Yeah,
Twitter
he was
where
kind of
like
upset about that.
yeah, because his channel is based off of like like creating parks and really cool stuff like that for people to enjoy. And if it's not in the game when the game comes out, so as soon as Skate comes out, there's a lot of hype around it. He's not going to be able to make his normal content on the game, you
yeah,
know? It's like for me, I'm known for like hitting world records and hitting good scores in Skate 3 and playing competitively, I guess, like with both trick spamming, that type of form of competitive. And if Skate 4 comes out and if there's no spot battle mode, no games of Skate, no leaderboards, no nothing like that until like months and months after the game comes out, I'm not really gonna be able to make content on it either. You know what I mean? Like I could make content, it just won't be like the stuff that I, usually make and I enjoy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But at least it's in their plans. If it don't come
Yes.
out at
Yeah.
first, but see, for somebody like Daz, he's gonna need a private server
oh yeah.
of
100%.
everybody.
Yeah.
No,
Well, if you're building parks, there
definitely.
has to be private servers at that
Yeah,
point, right?
yeah, he's
Right.
I
gonna.
mean,
Well, yeah, he's gonna have to be alone on his own.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. No, I mean it
No,
sucks. Like I get it. Like because of course you want creative park or park builder or whatever in your skate game, of course, but I mean, there just is the game's just not done yet. I mean, that's why it's early access. It's why it's still in alpha and all that stuff. But
I mean, at least you still have objects that you can mess around with.
yeah,
But it's
Yeah.
not the same as being able to like make your own loop or whatever,
right.
Hmm.
or like create some kind of waterfall paradise. Daz makes some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already see Dice making like a Mega Park 2.0 or like a Danny Way's Hawaiian Dream 2.0 in the new skate game.
Yeah, didn't he make the Joker movie
the,
stair set?
the stair set. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got that one downloaded. I played on that.
um,
Yeah, he's a really good park creator, and
yeah,
they should definitely do something with that.
for sure. The next one is there a server browser for online lobbies? We want San Amsterdam to be a living city where you can hang out with new and old friends. To keep things easy, you won't have to go through a server browser. You can just log in and skate right away. If you want to skate with friends, you can find them in the friends list and join them directly on their server. We'll continue to expand our social features throughout live service. Sounds like an
So
online game.
that does not sound like private server.
Well, yeah.
I think what they're going to do, what it sounds like to me, is they're just going to throw you into whatever server,
Yeah.
and
Whatever's available.
then maybe you can figure it out later.
Well, I will.
Okay, but I always wonder how they deal with that then, because like, let's say you have a bunch of friend groups in one server, and eventually one server reaches a player limit.
It probably just
Or
puts you on the next server,
yeah.
the
Probably
next
just
available one that's not full.
find
It
new
could be kinda
session,
how,
or I'm sure you can. There's got to be. I mean, private sessions with your friends, like a closed friend session thing, or invite only session, something like
That
that.
means if you're playing on your own, you're not in a party, that you're going to be on like the least priority of being kicked off to another server. So I can just imagine someone trying to skate around. They've been at this one spot, and then all of a sudden you get a loading screen and be like, "Oh, you've been moved."
That would be crazy.
Well, maybe it would just be like for the new people that's about to join the server or something like that. But I know
Yeah.
Call of Duty, don't Call of Duty kick the host if their internet connection's too laggy or whatever? You ever get into one of those matches?
Yeah,
I think, do they still do that? I know they did it
Well,
back
but
in
I
the
wouldn't
day.
It's been a
assume.
while.
I don't. But I'm trying to think of Skate. Is that I don't think there's going to be a host. It's going to be a server. So if you're laggy, you're the only one's lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you make your own server though? Like, what if it
Well,
is a private server that you could invite?
It
I feel
could
like
be
you create your own server, but it's still using EA server.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like how Rockstar Games does with like GTA 5. You
That's
can
what I
create
was
your
gonna
own
say.
private lobby. Yeah, your own
Imagine
private
the
server, I
glitches you could
guess.
do if your internet connection's so like screwed up.
Oh man, right?
That's so true. Yeah, okay. This is the one Luke has been waiting his
The
whole life
one I've
for.
been waiting. It's
I
still nothing like.
swear you talked about this in like the first boardroom.
Every single
did.
episode. Will there be leaderboards like in Skate 3? Everyone loves celebrating the stats of your skateboard feats and failures in Skate 3, and this is definitely something we want in Skate. It's already on our development roadmap, no deploy date yet, and we expect it to launch after our early access launch. So there you go, Luke. Leaderboards.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Well, okay, hold on a second. They
I just-
said stat leaderboard.
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh, no.
there's a leaderboard for spot battle.
Yeah, I
we
know.
don't even know
That's
if there's
like,
spot battle.
yeah, we don't even know if
If
there's
there is
spot
gonna be,
battle or
right?
anything. Yeah.
You know what's funny? If I go to the grind post on Twitter, I think Luke was the first one.
Yeah.
It says leaderboard's so hype.
Yeah, I was.
It's the first one that shows up. It's not like the most liked or anything, but it's still the first
Yeah.
one.
Well, the thing,
shows
okay,
up.
so the thing is with Skate 3 leaderboards is that like some of them get like reset. Like it's not
They do.
permanent.
They do. But it's such an old game though, so
Yeah, it's an old game, but are these gonna be permanent stats? Like, will we see
I
fucking
feel like
XX Darren 43 have the longest grind ever
I feel
for
like if
eternity?
anything, they could do like all time, like where you can filter it. It could be
Oh
like all
yeah, like how
time,
Steep
monthly, or
does.
weekly.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
really
like
However
it
do.
Steep
should
does
be
the
like
leaderboard
that.
is amazing. I like how
Yeah.
Steep does the leaderboards.
I feel like it should be all time or like past month or past week or
All
something.
time, monthly,
Yeah.
weekly, daily.
I just hope
Yeah.
it's like I'm sure there will be some form of leaderboard like this, but I just hope there's multiple leaderboards. But you know, Skate 3, how the guy like the team on the top on the leaderboards is the team that has the most board cells. So basically, the people that play the game the most is who is number one on the leaderboards. It's not like who has like the best skill or anything like that. I'm sure that
Right.
that will be like, one part of the leaderboard, but I would love for it to be like how Steep is for some spot battle maps, or even in Skate 3 had the on the spot leaderboards where you can see who hit the highest score at a certain map, and on the
Death
spot.
races as well.
Death
Like
races as well.
Mhm.
It would be
Well,
so
I
sick
even
to
like
have
the
an in-game
Skate 3
leaderboard.
stats. That's like the biggest grass gap that you've done or something like
oh,
that.
you mean
Yeah.
That'd be
personal
nice to see.
stats? Yeah.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah,
be nice to
and
see.
And I hope that they have it so it's kind of like how I think Trackmania does it, where you can see their run and you can see their inputs as well. So it's easy to tell if it's like modded or
Okay,
you
the
can actually
input
just see the
thing
route that they do.
is a whole third party thing that
Oh,
someone
that is.
developed. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, is that within the new Trackmania? I can't remember because I know the old Trackmania. That's something the community had put together.
yeah.
Well, they've already mentioned the longest grind, 200
Yeah.
meters or whatever, 15
True.
school
Yeah.
buses.
Right.
So it must be, they must be keeping up with it somehow.
Yeah,
True.
But is this the longest grind landed or just the longest grind?
Who
Grind.
I don't
knows?
know.
Who
And
knows? It'd be
also,
nice to know.
we don't have a leaderboard, so who did it? We don't even
Who
know.
did it?
I want to know. They should have shouted that dude out if
Yeah,
they're
right.
going to talk about
Well,
it.
then that goes against NDA, right? Because you're not supposed
Yeah.
to tell people you're in the
Yeah.
play test.
Man,
Yeah, but they're full circle, they can say whatever they want. They aren't, they can
some
reveal it. The player can't reveal it, but they can reveal it.
some dude got the longest grind and doesn't even get credit for
Doesn't
it.
even know.
Just say cuz, dude.
Man, that would suck.
Yeah, I just really hope that it doesn't take because they said there's no deploy date yet, and they expect it to launch after early access. I just hope it's like 3, maybe 6 months after. I hope it's not no like 5 years after they finally add it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be sick though. They said like for them to add. I even asked this question in the Q&A, but they didn't answer it. Hopefully they answer it in the next one. If online skate teams will return, like how there was online skate teams in Skate 3, that would be really sick for them to return, and they can show like the top teams on the leaderboards and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
think that
I
would be really sick.
I can imagine them going like a club route, like not necessarily a team, but a club.
Yeah.
But they might ignore that and be like, Here's a
Yeah.
question: is there going to be skateboards in the
You're
game?
right.
Yeah, there will be skateboards. I'm glad you asked.
Wow.
Of course.
And just to remind you guys, the game will be releasing in 2025. Don't you worry. And yes, you can use a PS5 controller to play Skate.
I know they throw some of them questions in there.
Yeah, some of them are filler. I mean, I feel
Can't
like
wait for the next trick that Cuz invents, the Ollie No airs. What's next?
Did we go over the dual stick question yet?
No, I was
I
about
think
to
that's
read that
another
He's
one.
gonna be able to get to that.
Yeah.
So it says, will there be dual stick controls like Skater XL in session? One of the things that defines Skate It is the flick it system. It's core to the DNA of the franchise and a big reason why we are all here. Gameplay is king and nothing is prioritized above making skateboarding feel amazing. So we're keeping Flick It as the standard for Skate and making some improvements to the way it plays and feels. In addition, we've added additional control options for more streamlined or experience, and that's beginner and expert gameplay. In your gameplay settings, you'll be able to tweak and fine-tune your experience through settings for auto curb pop or vert pump assist, grind assist slider, and many more, which is some cool information.
I like that grind assist slider.
So there is some kind of stats then, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
You want to hire, but it's not a paywall though.
Yeah. And it's also not like, adjust your ollie height.
That's already like more gameplay customization than like vanilla Skater XL has.
Yeah. It would be cool though. Maybe you could switch your controls over to like some kind of dual stick or whatever. But I mean, that's not what Skate is, and people are expecting Skate. Anyways.
I mean, I could. Yeah, I was gonna say that they're not gonna do the dual stick thing because that's what sets them, as Skate. That's like their identity, and they don't want to be stepping on someone else's identity.
It still would be cool though.
Session, the earlier versions of Session, they had a legacy mode, and it played like Skate.
They
just
did.
like Skate.
I remember that. They
got rid of it
because they're like, that's not us.
I wonder,
yeah, but it was nice.
Yeah, it still would be cool though for like players who love Skater XL to where they can play the dual stick controls. They can just go in the settings and have it like Skater XL. That would be really nice for some players out there like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I was trying to think of like trying to play Tony Hawk with skate controls. Like that's gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like the engine.
You wouldn't be hopping
game.
to grind. Grind to manual to grind and pogo and
right.
All right. Will there be an equivalent to the Super Ultra Mega Park or the Skate 1/2 Mega Park in the new Skate game? The team is working on exciting ways to bring bigger and crazier things to the game in special areas, but we're not quite ready to talk about them in detail. We can't wait to tell you more. I'm assuming like with how technology is and everything now, they're probably going to be able to make a lot crazier stuff than Super Ultra Mega Park.
I feel like that's going to be an update on its own, the Mega Park update.
Yeah, that's true. Just like a mega city.
Let them cook, man.
That is one thing that I've kind of from seeing all the gameplay that they've shown with San Amsterdam, it definitely seems like right now the game kind of lacks like the big massive like hills and ramps and stuff like that for some insane like death races at insane speeds, That's more of like an unrealistic somewhat. Well, I mean, I guess there is still some like massive mega ramps for that they have at like X Games and stuff. But it still would be sick to have like a massive mountain where you're in like a rate like a death race and you're going at like 100+ miles an hour. It would just be kind of crazy.
Dude,
and chaotic.
That's my video idea. I made a whole video about that. The mega mountain. I said make the mega mountain. It's just a giant mountain. There's just mega ramps everywhere.
So they could make like a mega park, Super Ultra Mega Park or whatever. But you're also going to have people building onto that and like make it way more crazier than it was before.
Like Dai's Mega Park 2.0 or 3.0.
Yeah.
And then he makes his server, public or whatever, and then everybody can come in there and play or add their own thing or whatever. That needs to be another thing. Maybe you could set the rules to your server where they can take away things or
That's what I was
add
I
things.
said it before, but we need Halo customization for skate. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
be like if you can create your own death race, but you can't get on your board. Like the option of getting on your board is not there. Like you have to do everything on foot.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you can have like and it would be cool to have like your own challenges too, where for like a game of Skate, you got people in Skate 3 doing like the Fords Man speed glitch and insane hitting like
Mhm.
1440s. It'd be cool for them to have like, some servers where it's realistic only, where you can't like do a backwards man speed glitch, get a 1440. For people that's wanting a more realistic experience, they could play spot battle and skate and not have to worry about players like me who's spamming the same tricks to get the max amount of points, ruin the experience for other players. It would just be nice to have two certain types of lobbies. One's like
Well, then
unrealistic play and one's
I
for
feel
the
like
more
that would go
realism.
towards making your own map then. You know, like you
Yeah.
could set up a realistic map for skate or you could set up an unrealistic map for skate.
Yeah.
You could maybe set options to where only flip tricks count or you can set up an option to where only grab tricks count, you know?
Yeah.
Could you imagine an off-board only death race? But I mean, if
Yeah.
they want to, if they want to really show off that parkour,
Right.
that'd be a
You
Yeah,
good
could
I
be
sport to do.
climbing, but
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm pretty sure my prediction is there will at least be a couple death races where it's like 90% off board.
there has to
Mhm.
be.
I feel like there
Yeah,
will be.
I
They want to
mean,
show off that flumping, or
That
yeah,
flumping,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he
The
definitely.
flumping.
yeah.
I honestly don't remember what the flumping
the
is or what it even.
It's just
flump race.
the reason of parkour.
Oh, the flumping.
The
Yeah, but it's still it's better off-board controls than anything we've gotten so far.
100%,
So
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
it's no big deal. I don't really care about the parkour. Like I
I,
know some people complain about it. I'm like, who
yeah, people
cares,
do
man?
complain. I kind of like it because it's
And
nice to
like
get
just
to like,
don't do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah,
if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
it's
Who
like
cares?
yeah.
the
I just
motto of
hope
this game.
like there's no way they're gonna do this. Like I don't even know why I'm saying it because there's just no way. Imagine like a game of skate, someone just does a backflip and then the game counts it as like, oh, he did a 180 backflip like without his skateboard, so you got to repeat that. There's just no way that that's
No
gonna be possible.
parkour skate.
That
Like
would be so dumb, and I don't think they're gonna do that. But I
Hippy, hippy,
personally do like it though, the parkour.
hippy jump cork or whatever. Hippy jump 180
Yeah, right.
backflip. While you're in a Smith or something.
Yeah,
oh man.
that
It'd
would
be
be
cool.
so. It would
Yeah,
be.
would be cool.
All right, the next one. How will you expand / update the city? The city will change and evolve with noticeable additions and alterations coming on a regular basis. With regular updates, you're going to discover all kinds of new places to skate, some in unusual places, and as a reminder, new areas of Sam Amsterdam will always be free and available to all players. We won't be gating new gameplay locations behind paywalls. If it's there, you can go there. Cool. I mean,
But they never really state though of how they're gonna expand the city. Is it gonna be a new teleportation spot or are they just adding on to it?
yeah, I don't really know. I feel like this is pretty similar to the other thing they said in the
It
other
really
article.
is, but we just need that confirmation of like how they're gonna deal with expanding the city.
That's why I
I
always say the same thing. Don't change the spots. Just expand the city if that's what you want
Yeah,
to do.
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
I do hope that I do think and I hope that eventually, like in the next grind or after the next grind, when they start getting more closer and close to early access, they start to reveal and confirm like new things about the game. Like if there will be other islands that you can go to, like a Mega Park Island or something, or if there will be Spot Battle or Skate returning, because they haven't mentioned anything about Spot Battle or Skate. And Skate especially needs to be in the new Skate game because like
Yeah.
if it's not, especially during early access, like I don't know, it really should be in the game because I really enjoy playing and competing against other players.
Skate, but no skate.
Right?
Mhm.
That would not
They
make
do
no
say there's
sense.
challenges and stuff though. So I mean,
They did, but they haven't confirmed
yeah,
Skate
they haven't
though.
really went in detail.
Yeah,
Yeah, they haven't really
I'm
touched
just waiting
on
for
like
that.
multiplayer modes really.
Yeah,
I was
because
gonna say
it's a big
that they could do
multiplayer
a
game.
Fortnite thing where they do a voting system about like what district you want to be altered
Yeah.
or what
Mm,
district you want to be added first.
I think the island thing is a really good idea though, because that's a way of expand the map without like
True.
really having to add on. You just teleport.
Yeah, and whenever they add like creative parks, you can let's say there's like a couple different types of areas that you can build on. You can either have your own island, like a Fortnite island, where you can just build anything you want in a big island, or you can have like a warehouse where you can build like a skate park. Or you can
Yeah.
have the island and build a skate park inside of a warehouse inside your island, and outside the warehouse you have a lot of other stuff. That would be really sick,
Private server and private island.
right?
Yeah.
That'd be so good for the custom parks and stuff that people are gonna create.
Yeah.
I hope they see this, bro.
If they
could
do, I
totally
hope they listen.
They
Hey,
could totally expand on the custom park idea, so it'd be better search results. And so, you know how people, what was it, Happy Wheels? People would create maps for specific creators to play. So if Toasty doesn't know what a video he wants, he can just search his name, and someone that's Toasty, play this map. I go, okay, what is it?
yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. And then I could just go there.
Right?
Like, they could DM me or whatever. Like,
You
play this
don't
map.
have to. You could just search.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just search my name.
Hmm.
But I mean, that's why I got my Discord for.
That's true.
True.
So they can send me stuff. They send me stuff on Twitter too, though.
I have had some people, like when I like showcase like some mods for the game, they're like, oh yeah, you can get these mods in the modding server, and they go, I don't got a Discord, and I'm like, well, sucks to suck. I'm not in charge of where the mods are placed.
Yeah.
One thing I think would be really cool for them to add, for mainly for like, us content creators, to
Hmm.
hopefully make it so, I guess we can benefit from making content with Skate 4 or Skate, should I call it,
Hmm.
where you know how like Fortnite has it's like the creator code or something. So I could put like a code SYPHRUS on the bottom and I'll buy me like a skin and then SYPHRUS gets like 5% of the revenue or something.
I have literally I made that tweet. I don't know when, 2021 or 2020. I said use code Cyphers in the shop, and then I instantly replied to it like, I'm gonna retweet this if this ever happens.
Yeah, that would be sick. You can do like, code toasty or like
Mhm.
basically anything, that would be really
Mhm.
sick.
Man, I only got a code on one game, and
Really?
it'd be nice to have it on Skate, though.
Yeah.
It
Right.
would be so nice. I could like click or not clickbait, but I can like be like, if you want to get good at Skate 3 or something, use code Luke or something, Y3LUKE.
Code link.
If you want to hit 100K Mega Park, use code Luke.
Well, I
Does
always say use code Toasty for 0% off.
0%
0% off.
off.
Yeah, that's a
He's
good
good.
one.
Yeah. Now,
That's
Descenders, I got a code for a jersey.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Oh,
sick.
I love Descenders. That game's super fun.
It's a cool game. I'm glad they reached out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't get anything from it, though. Like,
right.
I ain't getting that money from it.
Right.
Because I think Fortnite, I think it's like 5% for like every skin is what the creator gets
Hmm.
of like the revenue, which would be
Yeah.
so cool if someone buys like a $20 skin and they use like the code Cyphers. Cyphers will get 5% of it,
Yeah.
which would be really great, for
So,
us.
It all adds up.
so not only do I not get anything from that code, but they also copyrighted my videos for using their music.
Really?
No way.
Oh
during
man.
the COVID, they copyrighted my videos.
Oh
Dang.
no.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
even though it's supposed to be like streamer friendly or whatever. And they said they could
that,
put me on a whitelist, and I was like, nah, I just want to be treated like everybody else. So I stopped
yeah.
Mhm.
using their music.
All right. So this is the last one. Will there be enough customization options when you start to create your skater, or will we have to wait until we progress challenges or spend money? When you drop into Skate, you'll immediately customize the way your skater looks. Skate is all about you, the skater, so we're giving you the freedom to change things like body type, face details, hair, and more. Once we launch in early access, we plan to expand customization options over time, so you never have to stop evolving your character or your skater. Sorry. We will always have options available to customize your skater further, including through cosmetics like clothing and accessories by earning currency and rewards through in-game play. without having to spend money. Just reiterating a lot that you don't have to spend money.
Yeah, it just
Mhm.
sounds like the same question. They could have avoided that. It sounds like the same question that they've been answering ever since
Well,
like the forced boardroom or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
for some people, it was an awakening when they heard no offline mode, and then the majority of us are like, "Well, yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's just like, I mean, you can customize your body type, face, hair, and more. I mean,
Mhm.
it's skate. So yeah, I mean,
It's just worded in a different way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, they're going to be like, are you going to be able to unlock ramps and stuff without paying for them?
I just hope there's
It's
like
already-
a good amount of options for clothing when you first start out.
They
with
they
nothing.
need to have a separate page on their website that answered every question. You know what I mean? It's an ever adding list of questions that they have answered, so they don't ever
Yeah.
have to answer it again in the next grind volume.
Yeah, but people won't read that. They just won't go to it.
Man,
Mhm.
they're
I'm
probably
gonna-
still asking the same questions that's already been covered forever
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and make the prediction. In the next grind, they are going to answer a question: will there be custom colored grip tapes in the new skate game? Even though it's already confirmed, it's already in the playtest highlights. Where
We've
you see
seen
the
it.
colored grip tapes. They're gonna be like, yes, there will be custom colored grip tapes. Thank you for asking.
Well,
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's so many people interested in the game. It's hard to, get to everyone.
Mhm.
It's a good thing though.
Yeah.
People
For
being
sure.
interested.
There's still people
Yeah.
figuring out that there's a new skate.
Yeah, some people like that I see at work, they just don't even know there's a new skate game coming out. And they're like, what, Skate 4 is happening? And I'm like, yes, you didn't know?
Man, I talked to some people in real life. They don't even know what Skate 3 is.
Right?
Oh yeah.
All they do is
Oh.
play football and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about people that are already interested in the skate franchise and not knowing that there's a new skate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm part of the skate council or whatever. And they're like, what's that? And I had to go through this whole
Yeah.
rigmarole.
I hate having to explain that.
What's skate 3?
And then it's
Like, what? You don't know?
It's like, so it's like this video game where you skateboard, and it's like I just sound insane. Like,
See, anytime someone asks me like what I do, I'm like, I make videos on YouTube, and basically that ends there. But it's like, what kind of? I just say video games, and they go, okay.
yeah.
What's
And,
your
you
name?
know-
I'll look you up and I'll subscribe.
No, I know then. The majority of these people that ask are like adults, and so when I say like video games, they go, okay, and then they just think of like a streamer or let's player.
Yeah.
I say video editing and voiceover work.
Mm.
That way I don't have to tell my YouTube channel and stuff. Because
Yeah.
then they're going to
Mhm.
ask what my YouTube channel is. I'm like, no, I don't want you to. I already know you. I don't want you to
You
go watch
won't
my
watch
videos.
it, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't want anyone like at my work or anything that I know of. Like, I don't want them knowing about my channel. I just don't. I don't want them watching my YouTube videos or anything. I don't know why. I just don't want them to.
No, I feel
No.
the same. I feel
Yeah.
exactly the same. I know exactly what you mean.
Because dude, just
Same.
imagine going on break at work, or like, you're going to like your cousin's house and the whole family is sitting in the living room around the couch on the big TV. They're playing one of your videos. Oh my goodness.
See, my
I
cousins
cannot
are
do that.
aware. They're aware that I do YouTube, but they also they want to hear about my success. They don't want to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try
So-
to not mention it ever.
Same. Same.
I don't want to talk about it.
I have a very business first type of family. You know, like they're all hustlers. You know what I mean? They want to get the best paying job and all that. And I'm like, hey, good for you.
Yeah,
but
my oldest brother knows about my YouTube channel, and he always be trying to tell me to promote like cryptocurrency and stuff on it, and I'm just like, dude, what the like? No, I am not. I'm not gonna
But-
get into NFTs. I'm not gonna promote any of that.
Like
But
we're
s-
doing YouTube for the love of the game, not for a quick buck.
Yeah, like I upload Skate 3 videos, man, and like I'm not gonna promote
Yeah.
NFTs.
You think we're playing skate for money? Holy.
yeah, but you still count as a small business, and in which case
Mhm.
you're an entrepreneur. Is what that's how
True.
That's how the state looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
The small business tax.
I'm a small business that hasn't made $1 off of it, so not
Yeah,
a good
but once you
business.
do, they're going to tax you. They're going to tax you on it the moment you start making money.
Get your
They
first
kill it. They
paycheck from
kill it.
YouTube.
And then you
Yeah.
can put everything as deductible though.
Mhm.
Like whatever
It's
game
for
you
my
play.
job.
Yeah.
Yep. The internet, everything you can lay down as a deductible.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for the grind volumes. Do you guys have any like final thoughts on anything?
Let's get a release date prediction, guys.
Ooh. I said somewhere in September. Maybe. Okay, no. I'm hard setting it. Anniversary of Skate 1.
Anniversary of Skate 1,
When
you
is
say?
that?
It's September. I think I'm going to say 17th.
September 17th. That's a nice
17th,
date.
right?
Yeah, September 17th. And
That is a really good date, actually.
That's going to be
what day does that
crazy if it
fall
comes
on?
out on that date.
That's on a Wednesday.
No, I
I
can't.
don't, would they want to release it on a weekend? Like maybe like a Friday?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a Friday.
So like either
But
like
who
the
knows?
19th or 12th. Maybe the 26th because they're like that.
Maybe you'll be on
Ooh.
the council by that time.
True.
My date
know.
prediction, it's gonna come out October 31st, Friday. It's gonna come out on Halloween.
On Luke's
31st?
birthday?
That's my
Yo.
birthday.
Oh, perfect. Luke, it's your birthday. Your skate.
Happy early birthday. He's early
You know what?
access.
Cuz says tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cuz said tomorrow.
Every day he says tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna guess November. Some month in November, probably the 21st, which is a Friday. November 21st. That is my prediction.
November 21st. Huh?
Yeah,
So basically everybody's saying fall.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you think, Toasty?
I think September, October. That's what I'm thinking. September,
Yeah.
October.
Okay,
Maybe
mine's
late
the latest.
September, early October.
we're coming up
That
on
sounds
it.
like
Man.
a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like SYPHRUS. I remember our predictions like when the game first got announced. We were like, "Oh, it's gonna be 2022, 2023, the
2022?
latest."
Oh, dude,
Here
I
we
was
are.
thinking about this. I was thinking about
Here we
this
are,
earlier, right? Because
2025.
when I joined into the community, it was 2014. It was 6 years of silence until like, hey, new skate game. It's been 5 years since we've known there's a new skate game. Like it's been practically half my time in this community has been we know there's going to be a new game, but when?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does seem like they're dragging their knuckles on it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, one thing to defend Full Circle though about the development time is they started. I guess Full Circle became a thing in what, like 2020, I think.
2021.
2021.
2021, and that was when COVID was really bad, and it was like the whole pandemic and everything was happening. So, and they're a brand new studio, so they got to hire a lot of new people. So I feel
Yeah.
like
On a
that's
brand
one
new
of the
engine.
exactly on a brand new engine. So
Brand new
that's why I
engine.
feel like it's been I
And
feel like
also, don't
that's
they
why it's
not
taken a
have like
while.
as many members as a typical AAA studio? So
That's
like
what I
they got
heard.
Definitely
they
not.
they have like 3 times less the size of an actual studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the Apex studio is like way bigger than Full Circle.
Mhm.
Right.
I really don't know. how
Full
many
Circle got
members.
the office shed.
Because I remember, like, I was checking, like, I don't know, I was, like, weird, and I was, like, obsessed with, like, Skate 4, like, I'm sure you guys were too, trying to get as much info as you can about the game, and I'm over here looking at the job applications for Skate at Full Circle, just to see if I can just see anything, and there's constantly, like there was always, like, full-on job applications for, like, everything for years and years, and I was like, "Man, like, when are they ever gonna, like, get more
When they gotta
people,"
hire
you know?
someone.
Yeah.
I
'Cause I'm
think you can.
kinda yeah.
I think you fill an application to be a mod on Discord.
You can?
Can
I
you?
think so.
I wouldn't
I
want to
think
be a
so.
mod.
Yeah. I think you can. I asked about before because I want to be a mod one time. Just
Hey, I
because I would
mean
see it and nothing was getting done about stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. And shit, if they pay you for, like, being a mod on Skate for the
Yeah,
Discord, that'd be pretty sick.
yeah, but I don't know all the details.
Right.
Yeah.
That was it. I just asked a question. That was it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to
Alright,
be held
well-
responsible if something happens,
I'll be banning everybody.
Right.
The moment you say something, ban.
Wipe out the whole server.
Mm.
Yeah, I do be pretty like ruthless. Like we have a comp server, and sometimes anyone just like I'm not really on Discord a whole lot, especially now that I don't have too much time. But usually when I look in there and someone's like speaking some nonsense, I just ban. I just don't
Mhm.
ask questions, and I just ban.
Well, you see people breaking the NDA, and the post will stay up there for like
Right?
30 minutes or whatever before it finally gets
Yeah.
taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm already in
Mhm.
there, and like, I wish I could just get paid for this
Right.
because I'd take them down immediately.
Can't do anything about it. It's like, man,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm here.
Oh well, don't respond to it.
I'm just gonna be. I do not see.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for all the new skate info right now. I guess we'll get one next month. So we'll see what they have
Yeah.
in
When
store
do you
for
think
us.
that will come out?
Well, I know my exact prediction date on that day when it's
Yeah.
coming
What's the
out.
exact prediction date on that?
On when the grind is gonna come out.
Yeah, grind 3.
The 27th. Oh, wait, yeah, no, 26th. June
26?
26th. That's my prediction.
Yeah. It's
Mm.
a
Why that
Thursday.
date? On Thursday?
They always do
Yeah, on a
everything on
Thursday.
Thursdays.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Everything they
yeah,
post is
and
Thursdays.
yeah,
Man,
and
y'all
this
are so
one,
deep into this. I don't even pay attention.
it's
I just
either
wait.
I think it's the 26th, 26th or 19th,
Well,
but my guess would be the 26th.
the last two were on the third week of the month on a Thursday. So the
So-
Yeah.
26th would be
Mm.
that. So
So the
Yeah.
22nd was on a Thursday, May 22nd.
Yep.
yeah.
Every
It was
third
the third
Thursday.
week.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's why it either might be the 19th or the 26th, because technically the 19th is on the third week,
Mhm.
Oh, that's true. It could be the 19th.
so one of those 2 dates is my prediction.
I guess we'll see.
Could be 2 weeks from now.
All right.
It could be like the
Crazy.
12th. Like Toasty just knows the date and he's just laughing right now, like
Man, look, I don't pay attention to this stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all try to figure it out, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait till
Yeah.
something happens.
There's some in-game rumor going around, and Toasty had no idea about it.
Yeah, you think us council members would know a lot more, but you know,
Yeah.
we find out a lot of stuff when y'all do.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah, pretty much everything. to be
They're pretty
honest.
transparent. Like really, yeah, they're really transparent with y'all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna end this because we're just yapping. All right.
Uh-huh.
When was the volume 1? Was it really on the last Thursday?
It was on. So that would be. Was it April 17th?
Oh man, I don't know.
Where for you?
I guess I can look it up.
There's no date on
Go to their
this.
Twitter or on their Discord.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to use on the Discord.
The grind.
4/24.
So it was the 24th. So yeah, that was a Thursday, the last Thursday of April.
1, 2. That's their 4th Thursday.
Oh no.
Yep.
Uh-oh. So yeah,
then-
it could be either
and
one
then-
of those then.
It'll
then
come
May
out on a
22nd.
Thursday
Yeah.
at some point.
Do other boardrooms come out on Thursdays too?
I don't think so.
I think they did.
I think one of them was a Tuesday, no?
I have no idea. I mean, it's been a year. I can't remember.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Just show us the roadmap. Come on, man.
Just-
The roadmap.
Just tell us everything.
Yeah. Yeah, if Jeff is watching, just release the roadmap.
Jeff said he
Yeah, they
watches
might as well
everything,
just say
so,
like they might as well just say like every last Thursday of the month
yeah.
at this point. If that's
Mhm.
if that's how it works out, then they might as well just say that.
Do you guys think that the volume 3 of the grind will be the last volume of the grind, or you think it's just gonna keep
Yeah,
going?
they're gonna go on a hiatus how they did with the boardroom.
I
Because
think
I remember Jeff said this in the public Discord. He mentioned the grind volume 2 and volume 3, but he hasn't mentioned anything about a volume 4 grind.
I
We're
feel
on
like
volume 2, man.
I know, but I'm over here looking like 10 years in the future now.
the grind will be a thing that'll stay for a while.
The
I'm
grind's gonna go
assuming.
on for about another 4 years. I'm just letting
Yeah.
y'all guys know. every Thursday for the next 4 years,
That'd be
That would
awesome.
be pretty
or every
sick.
last Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, what questions do you want? Like, what questions would you want?
What I want?
Yeah,
I want
I think that's better feedback than anything.
I already asked most of these questions in the Discord, like in the Q&A thing, but I would love for them to confirm either the game mode skate or spot battle or both being confirmed, whether it's going to be in the game during early access or later. And I also would love for them to confirm a online skate teams like how Skate 3, where you can create your team and compete against others and level up your team and stuff like that. I think those two would be really sick for the game. Those are the two
Are,
main things I want to be answered.
are we still recording? That way we can keep this for future reference.
Yeah, we are going
Okay.
on hour 35 minutes right now. So
Yeah, that's what I like
yeah.
to hear.
Yeah, but you can always cut it down. Like,
oh, I won't. All of this is going up.
oh, you're going to do the whole thing?
No, yeah, I'm throwing it up.
See, my question was, are you gonna make it to Summer Games Fest? But Summer Games Fest is gonna happen well before the next grind volume.
Yeah. My question is,
I was
My
expecting them
question-
to answer it on the second one.
My question. Oh, go ahead. You do it.
my question is, will the game release on Luke's birthday? That's my question.
Well, early access. Early
Oh,
access.
yeah,
right?
early access.
Early access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My question is proximity chat or any type of chat whatsoever. Maybe just even like a text chat, like a chat room
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
An in-game chat. I don't want to have to message. I don't have to add someone on EA just to message them. Well,
And,
because I'm playing on PC. I don't
Yeah.
do it through console.
And also the private servers. If we're not going to get offline mode, or we're going to get one in the future before the game eventually shuts down, or private servers.
Yeah, I think definitely private servers and eventually an offline mode is a must.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a given, but you gotta you gotta
Mhm.
make them answer because you'll never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think really realistically that's my question. It's private servers.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
we'll see. Hopefully they
But
answer it
I've
soon.
made that very public. Like, I don't hide anything from anybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, if I don't like something, I'm going to say I don't like it.
Yeah. That's good.
Respect.
All right. I'm gonna end this episode. Appreciate you
Alright.
guys doing this as always.
Of course, it's
Oh, yeah.
fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
See
really
you on
fun.
June.
Yeah, let's do it in June at some point.
What's the last Thursday of June?
June
Well,
26th.
I'll
June-
see y'all on June 26th then.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can get that day off at work. I'll be like, I have a dentist appointment. I can't make it.
or maybe a couple days later. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around
Yeah,
June
yeah.
26th.
Yeah, because I have to work every weekend, which sucks. So like every
Yeah.
usually Wednesday through Sunday is my schedule.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's a fucking terrible schedule, but yeah.
is it 40 hours a week?
Mhm.
Oh well,
Sometimes I get Wednesday off and I work 32, but it's usually 40 most of the time.
oh.
All right, now we're
Yeah.
getting into Luke's personal business, so I'm gonna stop.
You can cut it off. You can
Goodbye.
cut it off right there,
You
bro.
can leave it in there. I don't